Look at this. Why are they not plowing this? This is terrible. I got this back on the road. Let's see if this lane is open. Nope, it's not open. Look at that. It's definitely not open. What the hell? Little slip and slide. Oh, come on. No, it's alright. It's icy out here. Oh man, not too bad overall. A little bit of slip and slide action. Can't complain. I do wish people would randomly not stop though. That was kind of annoying. But, you know, we're all going low speeds. It's never too bad. A little frosty on my tires anyway. Can't wait to let this dry out. On the way home, probably gonna have to take the long way around and see if they plowed any lanes here. It's pretty terrible. Well, I'll see you tonight, maybe. Wish me luck. I am not excited for this one. Oh, man. All right, let's make this shit happen. Gotta get home somehow. Oh, look at this. Nice and sloshy. So this morning they didn't really plow the bike lanes. And I wonder if they did that today, right now. If they managed to plow the lanes, then I could probably make it through on the riverside and not really run into traffic, but let's see how this goes. It does seem like they, well, obviously not fully plowed the lanes, but somewhat. I left my watch in my bag, so I'm gonna hit the Strava from here. Alright. Lane seems somewhat open. Let's follow the guys in front. I gotta make a left here. It's kind of obvious I didn't plow this lane. Let's see if we can get through here. Holy.
Aló. Escúchame, me llamó el chamo desde los taxis. Yo le expliqué que cuál era la mejor opción por poder sacar el jugo bien. Él me dice, mira, mándame la aplicación de tu esposa, lo que tiene, yo te voy a decir ya que lo conozco. Le dije, cuando llegara a la casa me mandaba todo. Le dije, mándame todo hoy, yo mañana me...
Alright, brother. I can't hear this dude's phone call any longer. Let's see if we can get through. Alright, come on. This is where I'm really happy about having that, having the dropper post on the bike. Because I can, look at this fucker. That just means I can drop my seat and get my feet on the ground. Not have another mishap like this morning, which wasn't too bad at all, so. Look at this slush. And this ugly ass Cybertruck, Jesus. Alright, well, we're moving. Still better than being in traffic. Let's scoot over here. Oh, hell yeah. Can't put power down too fast, I feel the slippage. Here we go. Once we're rolling, staying up is not too bad. I don't envy the DoorDash guys. They have to do this every day. Yeah, it's a hard life. I choose to do this for no reason. And I might end up choosing to not do this for a while until it clears up a little bit. It's not really fun. It's a little fun. And you get to watch. In a non-sexual way, that was weird. Alright, let's move. It seems like they tried to plow the 8th Ave bike lane, but not really. You know, for a city this big, you would think that they would want to plow the bike lanes better. It's still safer than driving around in these conditions. Alright. Let's check this lane out. Let's see how it goes. By the way, I'm thinking about moving my camera up to my helmet. I gotta figure out how that works, but it would be a nice little experiment. Oh, here comes the ice and snow. Take it nice and easy. Yeah, some of these dudes just don't care, like this guy right here. Ooh, look at this car. Alright, let's hit this lane. Alright, we're clear for a bit. Let's see how far we could go. Yo, it's not your light. Alright. Seems like they plowed a decent amount of this lane. Oh, sorry. Learned my lesson about braking hard on the snow. And we go. Slowly, and don't put too much power down, then slip it all away. Seems like the lane gets a little messy up there, but ooh, a lot of messy up there. I'm not doing that. I'd rather take my chances on the road. I think it's a great idea when it's snowy and people can't stop to walk right in the bike lane, huh? All right, come on. Yo. All right. Definitely a different type of riding. Nice and slow. More like an obstacle course, huh? It's definitely fun in a kind of painful way. Maybe I'll do it again tomorrow, who knows? Probably not. The downside is that it really fucks my bag. Yo, on your right. Thank you. Appreciate that, guy. That was nice. Alright, I know you want to turn, but you gotta get out of my way. Yeah, I got to work today and my entire bag was covered in all the slush. Not really fun. If I had a way to deal with my laptop now, that would solve things for me, but alright. I also learned my lesson about getting too close. At least I think I did. It's icy. Scoot up a bit. I will say though, that little tumble I had this morning, totally fine. Snow does wonders for cushioning, and I'm already going at such a slow speed that it doesn't really matter. Nice clip though. This guy's scared too. He could speed up a bit though, save us all the effort. Yo! We're almost there. This doesn't look like a very nice lane though. I'll get in the road. Oh man, don't swerve with me. All right, around the circle and, ooh, gnarly. Around the circle and we're home free. It's tough out here. I miss when the weather was always good in California and riding season's pretty much year round. Not like this shit. Alright, circle time it is. Let's see if we can pull this one off. Now, at least they plowed the circle quite nice. So. You can see the ice a little bit too. You can kind of see where it extends out. I don't want to be inside there. But also the roads here are just filled with potholes. Like everywhere is a pothole, and then you have these asshole taxi drivers who don't see where they're going. Or Or this dude with the Chevy Equinox with a hole in their bumper. Look at that thing. And muffler delete or something, man. We're going so aggressive. Let's see if I can sneak on through here. Nope. We'll wait. I'm not trying to die here to the truck. Not his fault. Alright, well, today was an experience. Thanks for coming along. You know, we got a lot of snow. I think it was 12 inches. And it's always nice to see what it would be like to take a little ride around Manhattan when it's looking like this. So thanks for coming along. Really appreciate it if you got to here. And you can watch this fuckhead try to swerve into everybody. Let's see how it is. A little bit of additional content. Let's do a quick little wipe down. This thing is disgusting. On our little bike packing trip to Utica, I ran into some guy who gave us this free rag. You know, he had nothing to give us. I mean, he wasn't expecting us, and he saw us at the Dunkin' and he said, "Hey, if y'all ran all the way here on your bikes, at least let me give you something." And he gave us a rag. You know, nothing too big, but it's helpful. Especially now when it comes down to it, where look how nasty this thing gets, and just giving it a quick little wipe down never hurts. Just a little bit of a wipe. And you know, probably not gonna do too much. I can't really do too much anyway. But mostly just, hey, the drivetrain area, some of the basic component stuff. It'll dry out by itself. At least I get to park inside. I will have to lube up this chain once more soon. Clean up a little bit when it gets drier later. But yeah, now I take this bad boy and I guess I'll just put it here temporarily until I get a chance to deal with it later. Well, that's about it. Peace out.